Hey everyone, it's Patrice here, and today I'm bringing you a different type of video. This time I'll be talking about 144Hz monitor and 60Hz monitor and the difference about them. This is my first time switching and trying the 144Hz. Until like really recent, I never really even considered to buying it. But after a lot of like people recommending it to me, I decided to actually buy it and look into it myself. I bought this monitor and I tried it out, and I want to share my experience, how I felt at the start, and in general my reaction to it. So this is my first time switching, so that's what you need to know, that it's like first time. I never actually ever tried like anything above 60 FPS, and until really recent I thought 60 FPS is like pretty much what you need only, and that's it. So I bought this BenQ, and of course I went to try in Apex. Right here you can see that first, like, playing in 60 Hz is normal. I don't really see people switching it too much, and I don't really see why would you need like more than 60 frames. It feels normal, right? Like right here I'm just playing 60 Hz, it feels nice, it feels, casual, feels normal. Turning on 144 Hz, in game I have around 120 FPS, right, or higher. It's around 120, 144 max, it usually goes up to like there and jumps around. First time I switched to 144 Hz, I couldn't even see the mouse. Like, you move it, if you move it fast enough, you won't really be able to follow it through, and you're like, wait, where did it go? Wait, where did it go? It's like something that is too fast for your eyes to even take up the information. So you lose the mouse out of your sight pretty much like all the time at the start. Well, at least I did. That's just my experience. Maybe some people have like in their brains they have already that feel where they just get used to it immediately. But for me it took really like the entire day to get used to this. And I couldn't follow up on my mouse. It was really hard. It was like really smooth, really clean. Everything, the movement was really nice, but it's just unusual. And like since I have two monitors, 144 now and 160, like every time I move the mouse to one monitor, it feels normal. And then it feels like a bit laggy even in a way, and then I move it back to 140 and it just feels super fast, super smooth. If I would put an example, I would say it's something like switching from 30 FPS to 60 FPS. So for example, when I had shit PC I would play in 30 FPS, and then as soon as I upgraded 60 FPS it was like a whole new world, like a completely different thing. Like everything would be faster, smoother, it would be just a lot easier to play and to even shoot an enemy. So it's something similar, but not in that much of a difference, I would say, in the gaming. It does make it a lot smoother, but I wouldn't say that it's same as from 30 to 60. If I do like give you an example, this is like the least I can do, since YouTube will only transfer 60 FPS anyway, and all the recording platforms, so I won't be able to actually show you how 144 works and how it looks. At very start, when I actually turned it on and I started playing games, it felt super smooth, but it actually gave me dizziness, and it gave me like not headache, but it was really hard on my eyes, and I would have to be like looking away all the time to like in my window or something, to readjust my eyes, because it was really like hard to actually get used to the speed. I think it's a speed at least. And I was getting dizzy all the time. Like even after just playing one game I would feel dizzy and I would need a little break, and then playing another game I would feel a bit dizzy and I need another break, and every couple of minutes, like I don't know, 15 minutes, I would have a break. But I did watch a lot of videos before, so I knew that this feeling is normal and you will get it. So what happened is I just kind of got through it. I kind of played it, I didn't abuse it too much, so I wouldn't just damage myself or my eyes. I don't really know how it works, so I just played casually and had a break whenever I felt dizzy. On the next day when I woke up and I actually carried on playing, I didn't feel any difference anymore. I didn't feel dizzy, I didn't feel anything. Like when I just started playing, it felt like it has to be like this, like it always was. Like it felt like 60 frames, it's like normal screen monitor. So like I think my eyes got really used to it, and even if now I move my mouse cursor, I can actually follow it up and I see everything. I don't really miss out on anything. Everything looks smooth, clean, and just casual, I'm used to it now. So after I played a lot of games like this as well, 144, about on 120 FPS usually, it just felt really good, and everything really feels like smooth and nice, just it's like pleasant for my eye, I would say now. But you know, it's pretty much casual now and I don't really like see the difference anymore. So what I did now is I actually switched hertz back to 60 to actually experience that I had before from playing Apex Legends. And you know, it actually feels really terrible. If you switch from 144 after getting used to it for playing it for like a day or two back to 60 FPS, everything feels just like super slow and feels laggy. Like I was consistently lagging, and it's like, it feels like it's actually lagging in Apex. Like you're playing and you feel like the server is lagging on you, just like move a bit slower, slow motion or something, you know, like those server lags that happen in Apex all the time. This is exactly how it kind of felt when I was playing Apex on 60 FPS again. I switched it back to 140 and now that's like my norm. Now it's what you have to like play. And if you switch it to 60 FPS, then I believe it will take, I don't know, a couple of hours or maybe a day till you get used to back 60 FPS again. It's just like switching back to like PS3 when I play like, I don't know, Monster Hunter or something, and I play on 30 FPS, or like Witcher 3, I played on 30 FPS on my PS3. Everything feels like really annoying and really slow, but you do get used to it eventually. In conclusion, did it improve my gaming? Like, I don't want to say it did, because technically it did kind of make it smoother and like a better experience of gaming in general and playing games. But like, and even now that switching back to 60, I don't want to because it feels like laggy. So I don't think it kind of improved my gaming because my kills didn't go up, or maybe it's too early to judge, I don't know. But technically if I switch back to 60 FPS, it feels like switching from 60 to 30. It probably does improve it on like some kind of percentage, but it would be way low than people expect it to after like watching those kind of review videos. Also, we improved the feeling of the game in general, so everything is smoother, not even just the game, even scrolling on your screen, just your mouse cursor and like scrolling anything really, it just feels like a lot faster, a lot smoother and like cleaner, like there's no those like lags in between, you know. But I don't really know how to explain that to a viewer that only tried 60 frames per second. I don't think I can go back to 60, and if I will go back to 60, it will probably take me like a day or something to get used to, and I don't really see a reason why to go back to 60 unless your PC cannot carry the game on higher frames. Even for Apex, I had to put everything on low to keep it consistently a bit above 120, because when it was on highest quality, it would be dropping sometimes like in a jumping locations from 100 FPS to like 140, you know, and it would be jumping around, and that would actually affect my gameplay, and it would feel laggy constantly in like some locations. So I had to put everything on low and disable all the shadows just to make the gaming smoother and the frames smoother. So as an example, it's like playing back to 30 FPS, and if you want to judge for yourself, it's like, would you be able to play 30 FPS now when you are so used to 60 frames per second? If you're on like PS4 player, would you be able to switch to PS4 instead of PS4 Pro and play you know, on 30 FPS like Apex for example? Would you be able to? Like, I don't think so, because it just feels so much off, and it's definitely not as satisfying. So in my opinion, 144 Hz is amazing, and if you can afford it, I would definitely recommend getting it. Not even just to improve it, but if you're like a tech guy and if you just want to, like, you know, always improve your experience, then I don't see why not. But at the same time, if you don't have money for it, and if you like, you know, you have different like worries right now, then don't bother about it, because it's not gonna actually improve your gaming that much. It might improve like I don't know, might improve your damage output or maybe, but technically for me at the start I was missing every shot, and I was like missing a lot more because everything just felt like smoother and faster, and it was actually, I was performing a lot worse at the start. Then of course I got used to it eventually and it was fine, but I wouldn't really say that you can benefit on it on gaming, especially if you're like just a casual player. It's more for pros, I would say, that actually do benefit from higher resolution screens and not resolution, sorry, higher frames, higher hertz screens. The pros, they can probably like the 0 point whatever millisecond like of them seeing an enemy coming out of the corner is like a game changer for them, but for casual players I don't see this being like much of a like big deal. But in general it does feel nicer, and this is just me sharing my opinion. So I switched to 144 now, and I'm definitely not gonna go back. I'll probably improve my computer a little bit more so I can constantly keep it 144 now instead of like jumping from 120, because that is still not good enough, and you can see sometimes the drops. But in general it's really cool. I like it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. Dislike it if you dislike it, whatever, man, you know, If you hate, you hate, bro. What the fuck am I saying? Basically, if you want this type of content, and in general I do Apex content, and I'll be doing different games in future. Right now I'm waiting for like different games to come out that I would enjoy playing. I'll be moving on to games that I enjoy playing in general. So you can follow up with me on YouTube and subscribe if you like to, press that notification bell, or even come to Twitch with me and hang out sometimes live, because I do stream live. I try to stream Monday, Wednesday and Friday, sometimes Saturday and Sunday as well, but it's not consistent right now because of my work, so it's a bit rubbish. So just follow me on Twitch, and every time I'll go live you'll get a notification. Am I right? Another thing I would like to ask is, your experience about 144 Hz, if you did switch to 144 Hz, like what's your preference, what's your like experience and how it feels, you know, because this is my first time switching and it's really new to me and I don't know much about it. So if I made any mistakes or anything in this video, then make sure to point them out to me as well. That will help me out a lot just for future knowledge and stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.